our candidates are indeed ready to represent the Region 4 in the bigger stage. To liven up our pageant this evening, let's watch the vocal stylings of Miss Kimberly Baculo, our champion in the pop soul category from Batangas State University. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kimberly Baculo from Batangas State University. Now, moving on to our next category. Our candidates will exhibit their poise and elegance as they return on stage in their formal wear. Our candidate number 1 from Mindoro State University, Mr. Renz John B. Pedroso. Our candidate number 2 from the University of Rizal System, Mr. Dustin Guy F. Cerita. And our candidate number 3 from Southern Luzon State University, Mr. Clemente I. Umali Jr. our candidate number 4 from Occidental Mindoro State College, Mr. Josel A. Ayapana. Our candidate number 5 from Laguna State Polytechnic University, Mr. Juan Gabriel D. Lugada. Our candidate number 6 from Palawan State University, Mr. John Victor C. Bautista. Our candidate number 7 from Batangas State University, Mr. Mark Joash H. Robles. our candidate number 8 from Cavite State University, Mr. John Paulo B. Del Rosario. Our candidate number 9 from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, Mr. John Paulo Ratilla.
the bright lights. Keep your eyes on the prize or you pay the price. Unpredictable, yo. Left, right, gotta ride the highs and lows. Let me clarify. The world ain't standing by. Got no excuse, go find a groove. It's time to make a new move. Not gonna wait to got to lose. It all starts now. I'm a cool pot of water about to burn.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our candidates, female candidates in their formal wear. Our candidate number 1 from Mindoro State University, Miss Cyrese A. Carpio. Our candidate number 2 from the University of Rizal System, Miss Natasha May F. Ore. Our candidate number 3 from Southern Luzon State University, Miss Susane Aurel S. Baldovino. our candidate number 4 from Occidental Mindoro State College, Miss Nathalie Bridget P. Espejo. Our candidate number 5 from Laguna State Polytechnic University, Miss Winali A. Kahulugan. Our candidate number 6 from Palawan State University, Miss Cheryl Shane B. Igpalila. Our candidate number 7 from Batangas State University, Miss Cheyenne Jade L. Decal. Our candidate number 8 from Cavite State University, Miss Joella P. Hermoso. Our candidate number 9 from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, Miss Celine Andrea Mendoza. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, our candidates in their formal wear. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen. Our STRASUC Festival King and Queen competition should not only exhibit the exemplary beauty and poise, but they should also possess the intellectual prowess, reflecting the quality education we are offering in the state universities and colleges of the region. And to ensure that our Festival King and Queen 2024 are indeed endowed with superb mental faculties, we shall test their intelligence through our question and answer portion. For this segment, our candidates will be called one at a time. All male candidates will answer the same question, which will be read by one of our judges. Similarly, our female candidates will be answering the same question to be read by one of our judges. The questions that will be presented for the male and female candidates were formulated by the Board of Judges during their pre-pageant meeting. And so, without further ado, may we call on candidate number one for the male category. So once again, to clarify, all our male candidates will be answering the same question. And all our female candidates will also be answering a different question, but they will be answering the same question for their category. And now, once again, our candidate number one for the male category. For our male category, the question will be read by our chair of the Board of Judges, Mr. Rodin Gilbert B. Flores. The question will be asked twice and then translated in Filipino.
Okay. Hello.
Good evening po.
Here's your question. How will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? Once again in English, how will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? Sa Tagalog, paano makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa iyong personal na paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap?
Thank you. We all know that culture and arts mirrors values, beliefs, and community's identity. And I believe that makakatulong ito sa personal growth ko kasi alam naman nating sumasalamin ito sa ating katauhan. At naniniwala ako na sa pamamagitan ng kultura at sining, hindi lamang ito sarili ko ang matutulungan kung hindi pati na rin ang komunidad. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, candidate number one. And now we'll be calling candidate number two. Our candidate number two is a BS Nursing third-year student from the University of Rizal System. His hobby includes watching movies, playing computer games, and to make sure that academics comes first and even manage organizations. For sports, he likes basketball shooting, volleyball for fun, badminton, and loves to try different kinds of sports. His motto: however scared or weak you are, remember that God gifted you a life to cherish and enjoy. His favorites include eating homemade foods made by his best mom. He loves laughing with his father and loves to take care of his siblings and to always have fun with family. So once again, our candidate number two, Mr. Dustin Guy F. Sirita. His question will be asked by our judge number one, Mr. Cyrus Miguel Di Mayuga.
Hello pare, good evening. Good evening po. Okay. For your question, how will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? Again, how will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? In Tagalog, paano makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa iyong personal na paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap? Isa pa. Paano makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa iyong personal na paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap?
Arts and culture will always be as important as in our daily life because in every arts and culture there are great lessons from great artists, and from those lessons we learned a lot in life, and it helps me to have critical thinking, problem solving, that will help me as a person in everyday lives to solve every problem with optimism. And always remember that arts and culture will always help us in all ways because there are always a lesson that we can get: visual art, theater, or even music. Thank you.
Thank you very much, candidate number two. And now we're going to call candidate number three for the male category. So our male candidate number three is a fourth-year BS Industrial Engineering student from the Southern Luzon State University. His hobbies include dancing, watching anime, and survival movies and trilogy films. He also loves going for nature trips and listening to pop music. His sports include volleyball. His motto: everything happens for a reason. His favorites include, for pets, he loves dogs and cats. And for food, he loves ube cheesecake. His favorite movies is Hunger Games. His favorite drink is matcha, and his favorite activity includes hanging out with friends and family. And his favorite series is Reply 1988. Our candidate number three, Mr. Clemente I. Umale Jr. Your question will be read by our judge number two, Mr. Denver Argana.
Hello, hello. How are you, Clemente?
I'm okay.
Your question. How will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? Again, how will arts and culture contributes to your personal growth and future goals? In Tagalog, paano makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa iyong personal na paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap? Again, paano makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa iyong personal na paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap?
Filipino culture and arts is a beautiful blend of values, identity, skills, and the creation of Filipino. For me, as a youth, it helps me to grow with my ability because it shows my uniqueness. It shows my skills to my spread my responsibilities in my community. And as a youth, I believe that culture and arts is the soul of people. I stand here tonight not just to celebrate the culture and arts, but to I stand here tonight not to celebrate just the culture and arts, but to ensure that it continues to thrive for more generations. And I thank you.
Thank you very much. Candidate number 3. And now we're calling on candidate number 4. Our candidate number 4 is a fourth year BSIT student from Occidental Mindoro State College. His hobbies include sports such as badminton, basketball, tennis, and boxing. He also loves jogging, listening to music, watching anime, and random videos. For sports, as mentioned, he loves badminton, basketball, tennis, soccer or futsal, and boxing. His motto is reach for the stars, and if you fall, you'll land on top of the clouds. His favorites include anime, movies, sports, food, going to the gym or working out, beautiful sceneries, music, and poems. Ladies and gentlemen, our candidate number 4, Mr. Josel Abiertas Ayapana. Your question will be read by our judge number 3, Mr. Raed Al Zagayer.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm alright, man. Thank you, po.
That's good. So my question for you is, how will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? So I'll repeat the question. How will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? So I'll ask you also in Tagalog if you want. Paano makatulong ang singing at kultura sa inyong personal at paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap? Again, paano makatulong ang singing at kultura sa inyong personal at paglago at mga pangarap at mga pangarap sa hinaharap?
Thank you for that wonderful question. As an advocate for culture and arts preservation, and I believe that by being here, I can create my growth or increase my growth through joining this kind of competition like STRASUC-8 STRASUC Festival. And I'm here as a witness to the diverse culture and arts and richness in the Southern Tagalog. And because of that, I saw many cultures and arts that can be part of my history and mold my whole being. So I say, let's give our hearts to culture and arts. And I thank you.
Thank you very much to our candidate number 4. And now we're calling on candidate number 5. He is a second-year Comsci student from the Laguna State Polytechnic University. His hobbies include fitness and consistently hitting the gym to improve his strength. In terms of conceptualizing ideas for an effective development. His sports, well, he loves staying active, whether it's hitting the gym to build strength or playing volleyball to enjoy teamwork and improve his skills on the court. His motto, don't stop until you are proud, keep pushing until you achieve something you're proud of. Our candidate number 5, Mr. Yuan Gabriel Lugada. Your question will be read by our judge number 4, Miss Anita Rose Gomez.
Good evening, candidate,
Good evening po.
candidate number 5. Can you hear me? My question for you is, how will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? Again, how will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? Tatagalugin ko. Paano makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa iyong personal na paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap? Again, paano makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa iyong personal na paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap?
Para sa akin, makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa aking paglago sa pamamagitan ng pakikilahok sa ganitong patimpalak. Dahil simula bata ako ay mahiyain at takot na lumabas sa aming bahay. Ngunit ngayon, nandito sa inyong harapan, lumalaban at kukunin ang corona. Lamang po at maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, candidate number 5. And now we're calling on candidate number 6. Candidate number 6 is a medical biology student from the Palawan State University. His hobbies include playing online games, dancing folk dance, and to know the world of medicine as a medical biology student. His sport, badminton. His motto, no pain, no gain. His favorites include pineapple, smiley people, beach outing with family. Our candidate number 6, Mr. John Victor Cacho Bautista. Your question will be read by our judge number 5, Ms. Sean Dominguez.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. Your question is, how will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? Again, how will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? In Tagalog, paano makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa iyong personal na paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap?
I believe that as a person, we should engage ourselves into the arts of this generation and to our past culture. And we can do it in a way that we join our LGU program in implementing artistic projects so that we will be able to connect to our culture, our dances and music of our heritage. And in that way, we can connect to the personal growth that we want to achieve in life. And this is why I also believe that in order to have that personal growth, we should also practice kindness. Because kindness is our universal language. With kindness, we can promote inclusivity beyond diversity. And with that said, I also believe that we can do it in a way that we will make an inclusive environment regardless of gender, age, and ethnicity, where all is celebrated and love will be our only culture. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, candidate number 6. Now let's call on candidate number 7. Our candidate number 7 is a psychology 4th year student from Batangas State University, the National Engineering University. His hobbies include building Legos and diamond painting. His sport, badminton. His motto, above all, try. His favorites include, for movies, he loves Inside Out. For food, anything sweet. And for subject, abnormal psychology. Our candidate number 7, Mr. Mark Joash Robles. Your question will be read by our judge number 6, Mr. Rodin Gilbert B. Flores.
Hi.
Evening po.
Here is your question. How will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? How will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? Paano makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa iyong personal na paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap? Paano makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa iyong personal na paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap?
I believe that the culture is always the soul of a country and a nation, and its art is its heart. And with this, I believe that this culture and arts allow me to know myself more with the culture and arts instilled by my parents and by my community. And we all know that once we bridge the past cultures and the modern culture, we will be able to move forward to a future innovated culture which allows growth for technology. There is also bridging the gap between preserving the culture and embracing modernity. And I believe that art is for everyone dahil naniniwala ako na ang sining at kultura ay para sa lahat at ang lahat ay para sa sining at kultura. Marami pong salamat.
Thank you very much, candidate number 7. And now we're calling on candidate number 8. Our candidate number 8 is a fourth-year BSIT student from the Cavite State University. His hobbies include software programming, going to the gym, and singing. His sport, sepak takraw. His motto, don't be afraid to fail, be afraid not to try. His favorites, online games, and anything related to IT. Once again, our candidate number 8, Mr. John Paulo Balse del Rosario. Your question will be read by our judge number 1, Mr. Cyrus Miguel Di Mayuga.
Magandang gabi, pare. No?
Magandang gabi.
For your question, how will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? Okay, again, how will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? Sa Tagalog naman, paano makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa iyong personal na paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap? Paano makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa iyong personal na paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap?
As an information technology student, I believe in the power of technology, where innovation can help us to redefine and reshape our cultural landscape. So, culture, I will use the online platform to remind me of what culture is, so I can prove the the thank you.
Thank you very much, candidate number 8. And now we're calling on candidate number 9. Candidate number 9 is a junior BS Agricultural and Applied Economics student from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. His hobbies include traveling, playing video games, and video editing. His sports, he plays football, softball, and basketball. His motto, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. His favorites, for color, he loves the color green. For the artist, he loves Eraserheads. And for song, Wag Kang Matakot by E-Heads. And for food, Lechon Kawali. Our candidate number 9, Mr. John Paulo Ratilla. Your question will be asked by our judge number 2, Mr. Denver Argana.
Yan. Hello, Jan. How are you, Jan?
I'm doing good, sir.
Here's your question. How will arts and culture contributes to your personal growth and future goals? Again, how will arts and culture contribute to your personal growth and future goals? In Tagalog, paano makakatulong ang sining at kultura sa iyong personal na paglago at mga pangarap sa hinaharap?
Thank you for that question, sir. As for arts in my personal growth and in my future growth, I think that art is something that is in the eyes of the beholder. I think many of the things that we do from our day-to-day lives are considered art. For example, my future goal is to become a pilot. And one of the things that you do there is, of course, fly a plane. So when you're flying a plane around, it's an art to be able to carry that massive ton of steel and be able to fly it around the sky. So art really is everywhere, wherever we go, wherever we can see. It's just how we see things. And I think that's how art will help me as a person grow and achieve my dreams in the future.
Thank you very much, candidate number 9. And that is it. That's all for our male candidates. And now moving on to our female candidates. Our candidate number 1 is a third-year Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management from Mindoro State University. Her hobbies includes reading books, watching Korean dramas, her sport softball, her motto, never denied, only redirected. Our candidate number 1, Miss Cyrese A. Carpio. Your question will be read by our judge number 3, Mr. Raed Al-Zagayer.
Good evening, Cyrese.
Good day po.
How are you feeling?
Hello? I'm kinda nervous, but I'm fine. Actually, backstage, I'm praying. Sana po hindi ako mag-stutter.
You'll do good, don't worry. My question for you is, hello? What are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? I'll repeat the question. What are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Do you want me to translate in Tagalog, or you're fine with English?
Wag na po.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. My teacher once said that people don't appreciate the things that they don't know. And I think that is the biggest thing that I've faced when it comes to culture and arts. A lot of people do not know culture and arts. They don't know the importance of it. But actually, I resolved this by believing in the power of education, educating myself and educating a lot of people around me. I first educate myself. I read a lot of books and cite for different information about our culture and arts. Also through education about other. If I could be given a chance, I will promote the SDG number 17, which is partnership or goal. I will tap different organization, different school, and different government so that they can know about culture and arts and also invest in the program that will celebrate culture and arts. Thank you.
Thank you very much, candidate number 1. And now calling on candidate number 2. Our candidate number 2 is a third-year BS Business Administration student from the University of Rizal System. Her hobbies includes watching movies, reading, and playing the ukulele. Her motto, never say you can't when you haven't even tried. Never compare your day 1 to other people's 100. Her favorites include playing with her dog and eating comfort foods like calamares. So once again, so apparently she doesn't have any sports. Okay? So Our candidate number 2, Miss Natasha May F. Ore. Your question will be read by our judge number 4, Miss Anita Rose Gomez.
Good evening, candidate number 2. Can you hear me?
Not here.
Okay, hello. Hello. Yeah,
I
we're
can
good.
hear you na po.
You look so stunning tonight. How are you
Thank you
feeling?
so much. I'm doing great right now.
Here is your question. What are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Again, what are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Tatagalugin ko. Ano ang pinakamalaking hamon na iyong kinaharap sa pagpapalaganap ng sining at kultura, at paano mo ito haharapin? Muli, ano ang pinakamalaking hamon na iyong kinakaharap sa pagpapalaganap ng sining at kultura, at paano mo ito haharapin?
We all know that it's not that easy to promote culture and art, especially in today's generation. However, as part of Sangguniang Kabataan, SK, in our barangay, I myself, we create different platforms, programs, and various campaigns in order to highlight and preserve our culture and arts. And by that, as a youth of today's generation, it is our duty to promote our identity, our cultural heritage, and preserve it towards to the next generation. Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you very much, candidate number 3. Number 2, rather. Now calling on candidate number 3. Our candidate number 3 is a second-year BSBA Financial Management student from the Southern Luzon State University. Her hobbies include reading books and playing instrument such as piano. Her sport is volleyball. Her motto, put God first in everything you do, and He will direct you and crown your effort with success. Her favorites include food cravings such as native delicacies, doing such physical and fitness activities. She also loves meditating. Again, our candidate number 3 from Southern Luzon State University, Miss Suzanne Aurel S. Baldovino. Your question will be read by our judge number 5, Miss Sean Dominguez.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening po.
Kamusta ka?
I'm good.
You're good. Okay, good. Okay, here's your question. What are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Again, what are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Tatagalugin ko. Ano ang pinakamalaking hamon na iyong kinakaharap sa pagpapalaganap ng sining at kultura, at paano mo ito haharapin?
We are now living in a modern world where technology surrounds us, and the youths or the children are constantly seeing things from our platforms. And I think our culture and arts are being mixed up. But as your next Festival Queen 2024, I would like to use this platform to use my voice and work with the Supreme Student Government to create an interactive programs where we can create activities that will increase the participation of the students. And to everyone that is listening right now, let us all continuously to learn, show, and share the rich legacy that we hold, because our culture and arts harmonizes us people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, candidate number 3. And now we're calling on candidate number 4. Our candidate number 4 is a third year BSBA Operations Management student from the Occidental Mindoro State College. Her hobbies include reading, listening to music, playing sports, and running. Her sports, volleyball. Her motto, you are what you think about. And wherever the stars take us, we will always light. Her favorites include seafoods, the color pink, beaches, sunsets, and walking in beautiful sceneries. So once again, we would like to clarify, there will be a different question for the male category and the female category, but all male candidates will be answering the same questions and the female candidates will be answering the same question. So our candidate number 4, Miss Natalie Bridget Fortem Espejo. Your question will be read by our judge number 6, Mr. Rodin Gilbert B. Flores.
Hi, Natalie.
Hi po, good evening.
Evening. Here's your question. What are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Once again, what are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Sa Tagalog, ano ang pinakamalalaking hamon na iyong kinakaharap sa pagpapalaganap ng sining at kultura, at paano mo ito haharapin? Sa Tagalog, muli, ano ang pinakamalalaking hamon na iyong kinakaharap sa pagpapalaganap ng sining at kultura, at paano mo ito haharapin?
I believe that the biggest challenge that I face in promoting culture and arts is the more usage of technology. Technology has its advantages and advantages, and us people should always use these advantages to promote and conserve the culture and arts. I think that culture and arts should always be our top priority when promoting and preserving. And with this, if we give our best in promoting and conserving this culture and arts, us Filipino can be a gem that will be recognized by the world, because our culture is our identity and our identity is our treasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, candidate number 4. And now we're calling on candidate number 5. Our candidate number 5 is a second-year tourism management student from the Laguna State Polytechnic University. Her hobbies includes crafting stories through words. She finds joy in the art of exploring new horizons or writing spoken word poetry. Her sports, according to her heart races not just on the field of badminton, but also in the pursuit of her dreams. Her motto, be who you want to be and be the best as you can be, because life is a masterpiece painted with passion and purpose. Embrace challenges and celebrate triumphs with grace and humility. Her favorite color is mint green that reflects her vibrant spirit, unwavering optimism, and a heart full of warmth and compassion. Our candidate number 5, Miss Winali Acero Kahulugan. Your question will be read by our judge number 1, Mr. Cyrus Miguel Di Mayuga.
Hello, magandang gabi, Binibini.
Mabuhay po, magandang gabi po sa inyo.
Hey, Kamusta ka naman?
Honestly po, I feel nervous right now, but with the support of my LSPU system, somehow I feel the relief. And of course, I am honored to know you and meet you right now, guys. Thank you.
That's good to hear. Okay. For your question, what are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Again, what are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Tagalog naman. Ano ang pinakamalaking hamon na iyong kinakaharap sa pagpapalaganap ng sining at kultura at paano mo ito haharapin? Muli, ano ang pinakamalaking hamon na iyong kinakaharap sa pagpapalaganap ng sining at kultura at paano mo ito haharapin?
Good evening, everyone. I think the biggest challenge that we are facing today is the modernization. But I always believe that we all have different culture and tradition and arts. And it is important for us to recognize these indifferences. Let's embrace innovation, protect tradition, and preserve our culture. And I think we can solve that by doing those things. And as a festival queen, I wanted to use this platform not just to showcase our beauty and talents, but of course, let us encourage the youth to be cooperative in preservation, conservation, and protection. And together, let us prove that we are not just a region living behind those mountains, but we have something to offer. Salamat po.
Thank you very much, candidate number 5. And now we're calling on candidate number 6. Our candidate number 6 is from Palawan State University. Her hobbies or passions include joining pageants and serving at the church. Her sport, volleyball. Her motto, faith is to believe what you do not see. The reward of this faith is to see what you believe. This is, of course, according to Saint Augustine. Her favorites include Apple, Sunday service at the church, and memories with her family. Okay? So, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the question is really difficult. So, we really should admire our candidates. Now, they were able to answer the question despite the short time to think about the answer. All right, so without further ado, our candidate number 6, Miss Cheryl Shane B. Igpalina. Your question will be read by our judge number 2, Mr. Denver Argana.
How are you, Cheryl?
Good evening po. I'm fine po.
Here's your question. What are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Again, what are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Tagalog, ano ang pinakamalaking hamon na iyong kinakaharap sa pagpapalaganap ng sining at kultura, at paano mo ito haharapin?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In my perspective, our culture play a crucial role, especially in our identity. And for me, the challenges that the culture and art are facing is on how we can preserve it. And we, the youth, connect the future and the past. By honoring cultural traditions and bringing new ideas, we can contribute in preserving it. Because I firmly believe that the progress of any institution, provinces, or even region is anchored by its moral compass. We owe it to ourselves, to our nation, to uphold the value that define our identity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, candidate number 6. Now we're calling on our candidate number 7. Our candidate number 7 is a third-year BS Civil Engineering student from Batangas State University, the National Engineering University. Her hobby is doing portrait sketches. Her sport, badminton. Her motto, when the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Her favorites, for song, it's Courage by Ben and Ben. Food, anything spicy, especially kimchi. And for Beauty Queen, she has a favorite Beauty Queen, and she is Catriona Gray. So without further ado, our candidate number 7, Miss Cheyenne Jade Decal. Your question will be read by our judge number 3, Mr. Raed Al Zagayer.
Good evening, Sharon. How are you?
Evening po, sir. I'm feeling nervous, but I believe that being nervous is a part of competition.
Don't worry about it. So my question for you is, what are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? I'll repeat the question. What are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Would you like me to read it in Tagalog also? Okay. Ano ang pinakamalaking hamon ng inyong kinaharap sa pagpagalaganap sa pagpalaganap ng sining at kultura, at paano mo ito haharapin? I'll repeat it again. Ano ang pinakamalaking hamon sa inyong kinaharap sa pagpalaganap ng sine at kultura, at paano mo ito haharapin?
Good evening, everyone. I believe that the biggest problem that our culture and arts is facing today is us Filipinos. As the world is constantly changing, we Filipinos forget to have an understanding or a deeper understanding in our culture. And some people think that art is just for people who are gifted and talented. But beyond that, it is something that we can learn and appreciate. And after all, if I will be crowned as the next Miss STRASUC-CAF Festival, I believe that I can be able to use this platform, this avenue, to inspire and influence, also to educate people the importance of learning our culture and arts. And I believe that we are here sharing one common goal, and that is to elevate our culture and arts. And after all, we have one culture and arts, and we are one Southern Tagalog. Thank you, and good evening.
Thank you very much, candidate number 7. And now calling on candidate number 8. Our candidate number 8 is a second-year AB journalism student from the Cavite State University. Her hobbies include news writing, broadcasting, and doing makeup. Her sport, badminton. Her motto, at least is better than what if. Her favorites include, well, according to her, this is it. She loves doing the runway. This, according to her, is her stage. So without further ado, our candidate number 8, Miss Joella Pehi Hermoso. Her question will be read by our judge number 4, Miss Anita Rose Gomez.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
You look amazing. How are
Thank
you
you
feeling?
so much. Well, I actually feel thrilled because the journey was not really easy, but through the help of the people around me, it made me relax that I know that I could pull through everything. That at the end of the journey, what matters is you doing your best. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. Here's your question. What are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Again, what are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? In Tagalog, ano ang pinakamalalaking hamon na kinaharap mo sa pagpapalaganap ng sining at kultura, at paano mo ito haharapin? Muli, ano ang pinakamalalaking hamon na iyong kinaharap sa pagpapalaganap ng sining at kultura at paano mo ito haharapin?
As a journalism student, writing is part of culture in the arts. And one of the hardships that I faced is being criticized, me writing my stories that could help people know the importance of culture preservation and art appreciation. It is really hard because some people do not believe in your capabilities, but we should always remember that through arts and culture, we can be united. Because at the end of the day, as we protect and preserve, we can be connected and make a lasting effect. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, candidate number 8. And now we're calling on our last candidate for the female category, our candidate number 9. Our candidate number 9 is a sophomore BS Development Communications student from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. Her hobbies include watching historical documentaries and sci-fi movies, reading about relevant social issues and Philippine history, writing essays, and traveling. Her sports, volleyball, badminton, and basketball. Her motto, it's more fulfilling when you achieve something that you know you really worked hard for. Her favorites for color, her favorite color is pink. Her favorite movie is Four Sisters and a Wedding. Her favorite song is Anino by Up Dharma Down. Her favorite book, Pear Dreamer by Joanna San Diego. Our candidate number 9, Miss Celine Andrea Mendoza. Your question will be read by our judge number 5, Miss Shan Dominguez.
Good evening, Celine.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little nervous right now, but I know that I can slay this part.
Believe in yourself. Okay, this is your question. What are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? Again, what are the biggest challenges you face in promoting arts and culture, and how will you address them? In Tagalog, ano ang pinakamalaking hamon na iyong kinakaharap sa pagpapalaganap ng sining at kultura at paano mo ito haharapin?
The biggest challenge that I am facing right now in promoting the culture and arts is first, it is the mindset of the people that in arts, it is just in that when it comes to arts, we will not grow. But to be honest, if I will promote that and if I will address the challenge, I will continue to promote where I started because to be honest, where I am right now is also the reason or where I am right now is part of my culture. And that is something that I would like to address that if that something that I want to address that if ever that I would that address that in culture and arts, yes, it's the mindset that we will not grow, but you know that we need to start, we need to look for the roots of ourselves, and that is something that will make us progress or develop. Thank you.
Thank you very much, candidate number 9. Well, that concludes our question and answer portion. And now, to serenade our male candidates is Miss Angelica Cartesano.
Ano'y pangalan? Nais kong malaman. Kung may nobya ka na ba? Sana na may wala. Ano kung sisisi? Sumusinga palagi sa iyong mga mata. O kay ganda o binata. O ang isang katulad mo ay di na dapat pa pagkawalan. Alam mo bang pag naging tayo, hindi na kita bibitawan. Aalagaan ka di papabayaan, pagkat ikaw sa'kin ay biyaya. Binata, sana'y pag-asa. Pag-ibig ko'y aking sinulat at ikaw ang pamagat. Sino man ay mapansin, himig ng damin, nang walang iba pang hinihiling, ikaw ay maging akin. O ang isang katulad mo ay di na dapat pa pagkawalan. Alam mo bang pag naging tayo, hindi na kita bibitawan. Aalagaan ka't di papabayaan, pagkat ikaw sa'kin ay biyaya. Di ako nagbibiro, pagbigyan mo lang sinta. Sa'yo'y mapakita ng isang katulad mo ay di na dapat pang pagkawalan. Alam mo bang pag naging tayo, hindi na kita bibitawan. O ang isang katulad mo ay di na dapat pang pagkawalan. Alam mo bang pag naging tayo, hindi na kita bibitawan. O ang isang katulad mo, hindi na dapat pang pagkawalan. Alam mo bang pag naging tayo, hindi na kita bibitawan. Aalagaan ka't di papabayaan, pagkat ikaw sa'kin ay biyaya. Biyaya, biyaya.
And now to serenade our female candidates is Mr. Kyle Santos.
tunay na nararamdaman. Ikaw ang aking mahal. Isa lang ang damdamin, ikaw ang aking mahal. Maniwala ka sana, sa akin ay walang iba. Ikaw lang ang aking mahal. Ang pag-ibig mo'y aking kailangan. Oh, pag-ibig na walang hangganan, ang aking tunay na nararamdaman. Ikaw ang aking mahal. Ang nais ko sana'y inyong malaman, sa Hilaga o sa Timog o Kanluran, at kahit saan pa man ay aking siksikan. Ikaw ang aking mahal. Ikaw ang aking mahal. Ikaw ang aking mahal. Ikaw ang aking mahal. Thank you very much po.
And now it is time for our major awards. So once again, we would like to call on stage our candidates. And to help us bestowing these awards, may we request the presence of Dr. Edward L. Andresio and Dr. Angelito Quiñones Jr., the contest headmaster of STRASUC Festival King and Queen. So once again, we would like to request the presence of Dr. Quiñones and Dr. Andresio on stage, please. And so for our first category, the best in pageant attire. And for the male category, our best in pageant attire is candidate number 5, Yuan Gabriel P. Lugala from Laguna State Polytechnic University with an average score of 91.33. For the female category, our winner is candidate number 2, Miss Natasha May F. Ore from the University of Rizal System with the average score of 91.0. And now for our next category, the best in swimwear. For the male category, our winner is candidate number 9, Mr. John Paulo Ratilla from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, with an average score of 95.83. And for our female category, Best in Swimwear, our winner is candidate number 2, Miss Natasha May Ore from the University of Rizal System with an average score of 94.17. And our final category for the major awards is the Best in Formal Wear, Barong and Terno. For our male category, our winner is candidate number 5, Yuan Gabriel de Lugada from Laguna State Polytechnic University with an average score of 88.67. And for our female category, our winner is candidate number Candidate number 5, Miss Winali A. Katagalugan from Laguna State Polytechnic University with an average score of 95.50. There you have it, our winners in the major awards. Congratulations. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen. The responsibility of bearing the title STRASUC Festival King and Queen is not only limited to representing the region in external competitions. The title also carries with it the obligation to serve as model to their fellow students and the community as a whole. Our reigning Festival King and Queen 2023 have performed their duty to our region, and now it is time for them to pass the torch to the new STRASUC Festival King and Queen. And now to do his farewell walk, let us welcome the Festival King 2023 from Cavite State University, Mr. King Kian Damiel Velasco. Thank you very much. Mr. King Kian Damiel Velasco, our STRASUC Festival King 2023. Now, once again, we would like to call on our candidates on stage. All right. So, whatever happens tonight, our candidates will not be going home empty-handed, for they will be receiving gifts from our sponsors. So, in fact, they will be receiving gifts from Samstra New Placenta Koji and from International Pharmaceuticals Incorporated. And that would also include the plush toy. All right, so before we reveal our winners for tonight, let's have some chat with our participants. All right, so our question to our participants, okay? What are your rituals in preparing for this kind of activity, for a pageant like this? Okay, so let's ask candidate number one. How do you prepare for a pageant like this?
Practice po.
Practice daw, practice. Okay, so how about candidate number two? How do you prepare?
Of course, the best ritual that I can do is pray.
Pray. Okay, so how about candidate number three? How do you prepare?
Beside pray, as a candidate that being appointed and being my first time in pageantry is that I prepared a lot. There's a lot of practice talaga.
Okay, by the way, hindi po graded. Ito pong tanong ko, ha? Hindi po kasama ito sa... okay, so now we have the result. Okay, so let's not prolong the agony of everyone. Okay, to confer our awards. Okay, may we call on the University President of the University of Rizal System, Dr. Nancy T. Pascual, as well as our judges. This time for the fourth runner-up, may we call on Dr. Nancy T. Pascual, Mr. Cyrus Miguel Di Mayuga, and Miss Anita Rose Gomez. So are you all ready to know our winners for tonight? All right, so our fourth runner-up for the male category. Our fourth runner-up is candidate number 2, Dustin Guy Sarita from the University of Rizal System. Our winners will be receiving a sash and a crown. Our fourth runner-up for the female category. Our winner is candidate number 6. Miss Cheryl Shane Igpalina from Palawan State University. And now for our third runner-up, may we call on, once again, Dr. Nancy T. Pascual and Mr. Denver Argana and once again, Miss Anita Gomez. Our third runner-up for the male category is candidate number 6, John Victor C. Bautista from Palawan State University. Now for our third runner-up for female category, our winner is candidate number 1, Cyrese A. Carpio from Mindoro State University. And to award our second runner-up, again, we have the President of the University of Rizal System, Dr. Nancy T. Pascual, Mr. Raed Alzagayer, and Miss Anita Rose Gomez. And our second runner-up for the male category is candidate number 7, Mark Joash H. Robles from Batangas State University. And now our second runner-up for the female category is candidate number 7, Miss Cheyenne Jade L. Decal from Batangas State University. And to award our first runner-up, we have Dr. Nancy T. Pascual, Mr. Denver Argana, and Miss Anita Rose Gomez. Our first runner-up play an important role in case our title holder fails or can no longer perform his or her duty. Our first runner-up shall take up the responsibility of representing our region as the Festival King and Queen 2024. So, without further ado, our first runner-up for the male category is candidate number 5, Yuan Gabriel de Lugada from Laguna State Polytechnic University. And our first runner-up for the female category, it's candidate number 5, Miss Winali A. Kahulugan from Laguna State Polytechnic University. And to crown our STRASUC Festival King and Queen 2024, again we have Dr. Nancy T. Pascual, our URS President, Mr. Rodin Gilbert B. Flores, Mr. Raed Alzagayer, and Miss Anita Rose Gomez. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our Festival King 2024 is candidate number candidate number nine, Dan Paulo Ratilla from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. And now, our Festival Queen 2024 is no other than candidate number Candidate number 2, Natasha Mayore from the University of Rizal System.
Salamin sa dingding, pwede mo ba sabihin? Salamin sa dingding, nasa na ang pag-ibig. Salamin, kailan niyo ba ako papansinin?
Congratulations to our winners, and once again, let's give it up for our STRASUC Festival King and Queen 2024. And that concludes our search for the STRASUC Festival King 2024. I have been your host, Attorney Jansen San Juan, signing off.
Remember, 21st night of September, love was changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the